RIESEN Ludwigsburg. Well, lots of excitement, folks, in this game. It's a vitally important game, really, for both teams, especially MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg on the road. They need a win. This is what's happened already in Group A on game day 9. Nizhny Novgorod, Le Mans, and UQAM Murcia winning their games. UQAM Murcia playing, finishing that one up just about 45 minutes ago. That was a very close game. And now MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg going after win number 3. It's been a struggle. They got a couple of wins, though, and right now they are 3 games out of that top 4. So obviously every win for them right now is vital, and to get one on the road in Italy will not be easy. You can see they are at the bottom of the standings, but they get a win tonight and Avellino lose, they would then pull to within 2 games of that top 4. And you know, anything can happen. It's a long season. They've still got time to get this done. Don't forget, MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg made that great run last year to the Final Four, and very easily could have made it to the Final Four the year before, were it not for losing that game to Banvit. We'll talk more about that later if you want to, but everybody remembers what I'm talking about with Jordan Theodore hitting that late shot. Anyway, MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg, Crawford, Best, McCrae, Clausen, Klein, Herzog, Chapman, and Manga, Woloskowski all the way down that roster. The coach, John Patrick, and Nenad Vujnic, the coach of Sidigas Avellino, the New Zealander, former New Zealand national team player, and also national team coach, now at the helm of Sidigas Avellino and having an interesting season. They've now got Patrick Young on the books, Caleb Green, Demetrius Nichols, Ariel Falloy, Luca Campani, Sabatino, Campo Grande, Dercole, Sykes, Cole, Spizzacchini, and Njai. Cole, of course, twice this season has been the MVP of the week. Here's the great man himself, the point guard, Mr. Excitement. And you know, say what you want to about this MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg, but boy, they have taken us on a wild ride in the Basketball Champions League in their 3 seasons in this competition, and I just would not write off their chances, even though right now they're down at the bottom. Just to get a win tonight, then there are a couple of wins out of that top 4. And look, you've got Banvit, Nizhny Novgorod, and Sidigas Avellino, those 3 teams, each with 5 wins right now. So, but the win tonight really you have to think is imperative for this team. And it looks like a team that's come here relaxed, and you know, maybe that's a good thing. They know they've got to come out, just give it their best shot, see where the chips fall. So MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg have been introduced to the crowd, and Sidigas Avellino now coming out. There's Patrick Young, the newcomer. Caleb Green's tough. Nichols is tough. Falloy is tough. Obviously, the Italy international, Luca Campani. You know, you look at the personnel and you would think Sidigas Avellino should come out and win this game. Remember, they won the first meeting between the teams earlier this season, back on game day 2. They cruised to victory, 96-77. That game was played in Germany. But basketball is a funny game, and every game is different. Yeah, We'll see if it's going to be another blowout win for Avellino, or perhaps MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg turn the tables. Referees for tonight's game: Yener Yilmaz from Turkey, Marko Vladic from Austria, and Michael Proch from Poland. Who's going to have a big game tonight for Ludwigsburg? Will it be perhaps Aaron Best, the Canada international who played so well in the last window with Canada as they booked their place in next year's World Cup, FIBA Basketball World Cup in China? Will it be Martin, who's had some big games? It's going to be Crawford, Klassen, Walaskowski, Lamont Jones, and Christian von Fentel in that starting lineup. And John Patrick has seen it all. I think he's a fun coach to play for. He lets his guys get out there, play up-tempo basketball. He wants them to get it right on the defensive end more than anything. He's not going to yank you out just because you put up a three-pointer. But as quickly as they can put points on the board, MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg seems like it's as quickly as they can lose those leads. And they are kind of predictably unpredictable. As for Avellino tonight, it'll be Green, Nichols, Fioy, Cole, and Njai in that starting lineup. And there's Vucinic, the former New Zealand national team coach. What'll be interesting to see will be how will this MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg team cope with MJA underneath the basket, the big center for Sidigas Avellino. And when you look back at that first meeting between these two teams, Martin had a terrific game, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And Walaskowski also 13 points. Christian von Fentel, who is supposed to be in the starting lineup tonight, only played a minute and a half in that game. So just shows you how things have kind of changed around here for Ludwigsburg. Nichols and Green each had 14 points in the first game. Kiefer Sykes had 26 points. Norris Cole was held to 6 points in that contest, but we know the former NBA champ can go off at any time. There's Njai. And some moments of meditation or prayer from Jones here before the start of the game, the exciting point guard for MHP RIESEN. So von Fentel is indeed in that starting lineup. And we are about ready to rumble here in Italy. Basketball Champions League Group A. And we're off and running, folks. Welcome to Avellino, Italy. This is the Basketball Champions League. The game between Sidigas Avellino in white and MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg in the dark and the black. And Sidigas won the first game by a big margin, 96-77. So we'll see if Ludwigsburg can turn the tables here in Italy tonight. Klaassen passes over to Von Fentel, can shoot it, and front and back of the rim, stays out. Now Cole brings it up the floor, hands it off to Ndiaye, and a block is called. And Von Fentel cut over. Might pass for another sport, perhaps. A barge, perhaps, on the ice. Or a cross check. Fioy has it. Nichols. It's good. Jones back outside. And the long jump shot is good from the point guard from MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg, Jordan Crawford. They've really got a couple of point guards out there, don't they? Well, Lamont, Deshaun Jones, not really a point. Here's Ndiaye, drives in. Jones called for the foul. And Ndiaye misses his first attempt. Second one is good from the big fella. Crawford, Walaskowski, now Jones, shakes and bakes, puts it up. And the ball turned over, good defense by Jones. Now Crawford pulls up on the break. Good job by Klaassen to get his hands on it. Now Walaskowski, ooh, that was a brick. There's Klaassen. Going out of the game now, takes a seat. He was another Canadian, not just Aaron Best, but Klaassen has played for Canada in the World Cup qualifiers. From Kingston. Fioy misses. Some bricklaying going on out there here early on. Walaskowski has his pass stopped by Fioy, but oh, beautiful drive. Oh, what a finish. Put it on the highlight reel. Jordan Crawford with the left hand. Green inside to Ndiaye. Now Crawford. Green with the board. Over to Cole. Into the corner goes to Nichols. And foul called. Chapman in the game, by the way. That was his rebound, number 13. He's the one that came in for Klassen. And Woliskowski takes the seat as well. And Chapman only played one game, so he's a relative newcomer to this team as well. Crawford makes the second. And now the German club up 7-5. Pass over to Ndiaye, and he shows his range, the big man. Crawford. Bonfantel catches it. Jones inside to Chapman. Green for three, short. Here's Chapman. Then dribbles it out of bounds. So good hands by Filoy. Ball goes out of bounds. Chapman played his college basketball NCAA at Texas. The Longhorns. 2007 to 2012. And good block from Chapman. And Jones drives in and draws the foul. Jones got a little bit of body there from Green. That's what they called. So, let's see. Excuse me, Martin. Also, Aaron Best checks into the game now. So Martin is at the line. And first one comes out. And second one is good. Nichols, bounce pass. And a foul called on Aaron Best. So Ndiaye will go to the line. Here's another look at it. Another miss for Ndiaye at the line is 1 of 3. Second one is good. So he takes his first breather of the night. Martin, Best with a rebound. Crawford, bounce pass right off the hands of Imanga. Ignore that shot clock on the graphic there. It needs to be reset. Look at it on the pictures. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. And Kiefer Sykes hits the jump shot. Remember, he had the big game in the first meeting, 26 points. And Sykes flies in for the rebound. Now Green. And hard to see why that's a foul on Best. Watch this. Okay, right here's where they called it. Woliskowski comes back into the game. You can see he had a shiner under his left eye, a cut. So Green's free throw extends the lead to 3. Chapman goes out. Sits down. And now a 4-point lead. Woliskowski, and the rebound, the outlet to Sykes, alley-oop, finished by Green. And with that, a 14-8 lead, and John Patrick calls timeout.
Can't have everybody. You got to get back. Huh? So did all three of you guys. So I'm not saying, like, I think it's good that you're going. Yeah, that's good. Somebody's got to go. But yeah, you got to get back on Sykes. Get back on Sykes. Guys, we're getting great shots.
Lewisburg just 1 of 8 from 3-point range.
They just blew, so they pushed the sideline on that. I saw that, so pop back.
Okay, straight up, get back to him or straight up.
It's Patrick Young on the left who just entered the game and got that rebound that started that fast break. See the field goal percentage, also the turnovers.
That's space for people, okay? Ronnie, let's go. Let's go.
We go, keep going. Let's go.
Popping, Adams popping. Here we go. Defense, 1, 2, 3. Defense, go, boys.
So 3:14 remaining here. Dijon forced overtime in their home game against Borussia Bamberg. Borussia Bamberg ended up winning it in extra time, 101-97. David Holston hit like a great 3-pointer. Jones back in and misses the jumper. Fioy goes behind his back. Bounce pass to Young. Makes the bounce pass. And Martin fouls Green. So Green makes another trip to the free throw line, and well, certainly a dangerous time here for MHP Riesen. They don't want to fall too far behind here against this Avellino team that is loaded. They'll remember in that first meeting, it's a hard team to play catch up against. Green sinks the first one. So he He makes 1 of 2. About the only good thing really is that Avellino just 5 of 8 from the free throw line, or that lead could be even bigger. Fioy reaches in, takes it away from Jones. Alley-oop, and this time it's Sykes. Sidigas Avellino are taking off. Woliskowski. The lead is 9. Woliskowski open. And Patrick Young brings the rebound down. There's Sykes again. He was fouled by Manga. There's Sykes. Bumped. Well, that was the, you could say that was the play of the game, seeing Sykes hustle down on the break and catch the alley-oop pass and dunk it with 2 hands. That would be my vote. And he makes 2. Captain Lorenzo Dercole also in the game now for Avellino, number 24, guarding Manga. And now Patrick Young whistled for a foul in the paint. Defending champions Ike won a very tough game tonight at home over Nymburk. There's Woliskowski, finally buries one. Only matter of time, because as Coach Patrick said, MHP Riesen getting some good shots. They're just not knocking them down. Well, they hadn't been, but now they've hit one. See if that triggers a little run here. Traveling on Sykes. Klassen back into the game. Jones gets Fioy off his feet and draws the foul. Anytime you bite on the pump fake, there's a pretty good chance you're going to pick up the foul, and Fioy has to leave, head over to the bench. Jones makes the second one, so makes it an 8-point game here in the final minute of the first quarter. Cole's been quiet offensively tonight. Here's Sykes. Nichols back to Sykes for 3. Crawford with the board. Njai as well back in the game. And now Woliskowski called for the foul on Derkole. So they'll take it down to the very end of the shot clock. Well, maybe, okay, no, they're going to go now. Cole into the corner to Sykes, wide open, good! Chicago-born Sykes drills the three, and Crawford does not get his attempt off in time. So Avellino, good defense by Sykes right at the end. Avellino on top 22-11 at the end of one. Well, the struggles are there to see for Riesen, MHP Riesen long range, 1 of 9 and just 2 of 5 inside the arc. So they're having a tough time. Avellino much better. And here are the highlights. Maybe we'll see 1 or 2 alley-oop dunks from Avellino. Njai showing his range with that jump shot. So second quarter action underway here. MHP Riesen down 11 and finding it very difficult offensively to get the ball in the basket. Crawford and a reach called on Njai. Anytime you reach, I mean, really, you're kind of opening yourself up for that foul. That's what happened there, even though it didn't make much contact. Klassen for 3. Sykes. And the basket, the foul. Basket no good, but Cole was fouled. Here he is making his move. Oh, that's a nice. Fans can actually come down and high-five the players on the bench. You don't see that often. And picking up the mess inside with the easy jump shot was Patrick Young for his first 2 points. Klassen denied. Now Derkele. Derkele, it's good. And the lead has ballooned to 27-11. Look at this. That's the shot of the game.
Okay, look. Guys, we're not playing basketball. Our center's standing there, pop back. And then if you have a layup, go up strong. Go up strong.
Field goal shooting much better as expected from Sidigas Avellino.
We have one team foul. We have one team foul. Okay, we got to see the ball on offense right now.
So we
Avellino
press the ball like
fans.
with 2 up. Okay.
In their customary position.
Okay. He's here now.
14 points from the Avellino bench. The bench has outscored the entire Ludwigsburg team.
Now, if you see it's free and they want to switch, screen your own man, okay? After that, you're coming down for the double legs. Okay. Let's go.
Let's go. Keep going. Keep going.
1, 2, 3.
Go, go, Pete. Let's go.
And Giant Fioy. You know, looking at this MHP Riesen, going back to that very first game when they opened up that huge first half lead on Banvit in Turkey, and then just blew it and lost the game. They just knew it was going to be a tough season after that night. There's Chapman getting the rebound back, gets blocked, and Patrick Young ends up committing the foul, but protecting the rim, letting Chapman know nothing is going to come easy inside. Here he is. Martin misses another one. It's just an almighty struggle for this MHP Riesen team. Everything, even missing free throws. 4 of 7, now 4 of 8 rather, now 5 of 9 at the line. And it's 27-12. And the drive no good. Martin with the rebound over to Crawford. Bounce pass to Von Fentel. He gets blocked by Nichols. No, he got blocked by Cole. Cole, money in the bank. And player is down. Chapman helped up. Watch what happens at the end of this play. Patrick Young just kind of shoved him out of the way. Chapman. Klassen. Good D by Young. Cole with another rebound. Drive no good by Sykes, and the rebound for MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg. Crawford over to Clausen. Also in the game, Lucas Herzog, who goes in and tries to score, and Clausen there with the putback. Jump shot on the baseline is good. Nichols. Their best checks into the game. It's Monfantel goes out. This MHP RIESEN team needs a spark from somebody. Can anybody provide it? Well, Clausen's open, so he's going to put one up. Three-point shooting woes continue now. 1 of 11 from three-point range is this MHP RIESEN team. Nichols over to Green. Good hands from Martin. Patrick Young, shot clock about to expire. Sykes lets it fly. Martin saved it and bounced to Clausen. Long pass up ahead to Best. And the ball goes out of bounds. Back over to Avellino. Chapman comes back. Just 14 points for MHP RIESEN in the first 15 minutes of this game. Now the turnover. Martin slips down but gets back up. Crawford. And tough move from Martin, puts it up and in. Now he needs to convert the three-point play. So it's 2 of 4 at the line tonight, Martin. And that time he does get it to fall, so the deficit goes back to 14 points. If MHP RIESEN can get it down to 10 points by halftime, you think they would be happy. Get it under 10. Oh, alley-oop pass, beautiful play. Green to Young. Crawford zigzags his way towards the lane, and a foul called. Look at this pass. They've had their share of alley-oops tonight. Some of them they've finished with dunks, others just with little tap-ins. So Chapman at the line, and the former Texas Longhorn misses. Tell you, he's had quite a journey in basketball, Chapman. Misses that one as well. played in a lot of places around the world, including Japan. And the basket is good. And going to the line will be Campo Grande. And really at this point, you know, if you're MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg and you're shooting 6 of 11 at the free throw line, 5 of 24 from the floor, I mean, you just can't shoot the ball any worse than what they are right now. And now they fail to get a rebound defensively off the missed free throw. Cole drives in and turns it into a 4-point trip down the floor for Avellino. Just a nightmare for MHP RIESEN. Best for 3. I don't understand why they don't go to Best more, because that is his game. And timeout on the floor with Avellino on top by 17.
We don't have any more fouls to give, so no fouls on aggression, okay? Next play down. Let's go with 4 side, okay? 4 side. Dimitri, you come as a 2. Luka, you're on that side, okay? So, no, actually, it doesn't matter. No, stay Dimitri's here, there. Norris.
Right now, we don't know.
Stop playing. You need one or you okay? Okay, yeah. Let's make sure we stay up high on their shooters, okay? If they run a mid-ball screen up top, look to get under. Look to get under if they come off up top.
No, on that transition, look, whoever Nichols or Green got, they looking to pass here, and there's a pistol action getting it right back. Don't let him catch this one. Don't let him catch that. If y'all have to, switch that.
Short slip, pop. Let's go. Short slip, defense, 1, 2, 3. Defense, short slip.
Well, can Avellino land a few more punches here to get this first half knockout? No. Aaron Best sneaks in, takes the ball away, and then drives in. Oh, misses the layup. Campo Grande over to Green, and now back to Cole. And Nichols misses from deep. Crawford for 3. 37-23 now. Back to 14 points. And also an offensive foul pushing off on Cole. So that gives the ball back to MHP RIESEN. Here he is, watch that. Oh, he raised his left arm to try to get away from the defender, but made some contact. Herzog's going to inbound it. And on the baseline, hitting the jump shot was Martin. And now it's back to 12 points. So a 6-0 run here for MHP RIESEN. And Best called for a foul guarding Nichols down on the low post. Three fouls on Best. They're going to leave him in. Nope, he's going to have to come out. And Manga back in. Quick pass to Cole, and he banks it in. Manga, another three. Wow, all of a sudden, MHP Riesen throwing them in from deep. 4 3-pointers all of a sudden. They were stuck on one. And now the long rebound goes back out to Nichols. Cole penetrates over to Green in the right corner. Goes in and stays out. Now Crawford. He's got Nichols on him. He might want to go past him. Nope. Manga. Crawford with a little runner. Teardrop. And Nichols loses it, but gets it back. Fioy has it. I'll tell you, this Avellino team not short of decent playmakers, are they? Inside, and Patrick Young right at the end of the shot clock scores. Manga again, and that ball was tapped. And good job by Manga getting back on defense to block the shot. Now Martin pulls up. So the final shot will probably be taken by Avellino with a 13-point lead here before the half. And Crawford had a foul to give. So Vucinic calls timeout. He wants to drop a play here. Here it is again. You could argue it would have been better not to commit the foul if they didn't have a play call, but now they're going to drop a play.
Okay. So we're going 2-up special. Okay.
MHP Riesen actually with a couple more threes made.
Okay. Ariel here, keeper here. Okay. Pass, get it back.
They're gonna come off the shuffle here. You guys switch that. Okay? If they just isolate and go under up top, right? Go under up top, and if they reuse it, then switch it. And two sides, you got to cover, whoever's on the two side got to cover the basket. Okay, here we go. Defense and rebound. Defense, 1, 2, 3. Defense.
Let's get that stop. Let's go.
Just push him out if he does the shuffle.
Patrick Young enjoying his Basketball Champions League debut tonight. So 8 seconds. Cole inbounds it, gets it back. Here's the play. And that's how you draw it up, I guess. Goes in and scores. Cole right at the end of the first half. Not sure that's how Vucinic drew it up, looking at that exchange, but Avellino still got the basket. They lead at 43-28 over MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg at halftime. So 10 more makes inside the arc for Avellino, and also 7-11 at the free throw line. Look at the assist, 14 for Avellino, just 5 for MHP Riesen. each team with 2 blocks. Sykes with 9 points, 10 points for Crawford. Fioy and Martin each with 1 steal. Cole with that last basket now has 8 points, and Jaye 6. Martin and Best with 7 and 3 respectively. So we are at halftime, and right now Sidigas Avellino in command, leading by 15 points. We'll be right back as you have a chance to look back at these highlights. We'll be right back for the start of the second half.
on Sykes. Get back on Sykes. Guys, we're getting great.
Sidigas Avellino comfortably on top of MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg right now, leading by 15 points. And let me remind you folks, if you want to catch up on all the latest news and information, go to championsleague.basketball. News, information, features, all the latest scores, stats, all the columns. Power rankings, always an interesting read. And if you're wondering where these teams are in the power rankings, it's interesting. MHP RIESEN down in the lower echelons at number 27. And they came into this game really needing to win to kind of maintain a realistic hope of getting to the playoffs, getting into that top 4. So losing by 15, not what the doctor ordered for them. Sidigas Avellino, meanwhile, in those power rankings that you see, they are on the championsleague.basketball website. They're at number 21. I mean, alarm bells have been ringing since they lost to Alma Trieste, newcomers in the Italian league, when they blew them out by 46 points, 110-64. They've hit a rough spell, and they're hoping that tonight will kind of put them back on track. Look in the Italian league, Sidigas Avellino is, still right there, 6-4 in 5th place. So still all to play for them. And you look at the talent in this team, and there's no reason why they shouldn't contend. It's a good team with a star player like Norris Cole. And second half action now underway. Green puts up the first one from 3-point range and drills it. And now an offensive foul. Foul called on Walaskowski. The dump to Njaye, has the ball taken away by Klassen. Now the ball stolen. Uh-oh, get ready for a little bit of rim rattling. Crawford, three-pointer. Fioy into the corner to Green. And long shot was short by Fioy, and Crawford fouled by Green. They want to see if it was unsportsmanlike. Was he playing the ball? No. Well, they're going to give 2 shots. So they have called the unsportsmanlike, interestingly. I thought he did enough to play the ball there. And Crawford makes both, so he's come out and scored 5 quick points here in the second half. And MHP Riesen need all the help they can get at this point. Crawford. Here he is. Short. Up ahead, Green. And he will go to the line for an N1. So Green bends his knees and takes the shot and takes the lead back up to 17. Up to 18 now, excuse me. Klassen from deep. And MHP Riesen are not shy about putting up the threes. Nichols over to Cole. Cole puts it up. Klassen with the rebound over to Crawford. Von Fentel. And MHP Riesen just struggling. Some other good games as well tonight. Ostend leading Virtus Bologna 49-48. And Strasbourg on the road on top of Medi Bayreuth 70-59. Nichols misses that. Moleskowski gets it down low and scores. And Jai has it, and he was fouled by Martin. Six points for Njaye, and he misses both. He's had his struggles at the line tonight. Crawford. And Njae picks up the foul, so Crawford goes to the line. So Njae has to take another seat. And Patrick Young comes back in. Njae with 3 fouls. So Patrick Young, number 4, I said earlier tonight he was making his debut, but in fact he played last week. He played against Nizhny Novgorod and had 6 points and 8 rebounds. That was his first game. So this is actually his second game tonight. Crawford makes the first. And the second. Well, you could argue, certainly, if you're an Avellino fan, that was no foul. But you got to take what you can get. And Crawford is providing some scoring punch here. Here's Cole, short. Martin that time knocked the ball away from Jones. It was going to fall right in his hands. Woliskowski hustles and comes up with a steal. Now Jones drives in and scores, and he will go to the line. A potential 3-point play. All of a sudden, that is purely being rewarded if you're attacking the basket. Fioid, again, didn't do too much wrong. He was maybe sliding, moving his feet, but looked like he had decent position. But referee's got better position than I do, that's for sure. So Avellino called timeout. Signs of life from MHP Riesen.
That's the main thing. We're not running back. And our offense is slow and slow and slow.
Shooting numbers. I'll let you digest it and listen to the coach.
Screen, guys. We got to create something out of the play. And let's keep the advantage then. Okay? Don't stop with the ball. You're going to shoot the rim.
They going to shoot themselves out. We play defense and everything.
Nichols was making a post up, and then he stepped up into shorts. So switch late. Just call it out.
7 turnovers apiece.
Run fist up. And Adam, as you're slaloming, I think you can reject.
Well, don't look now, folks, but Cassius Robertson as well from Meaty Bayreuth for the second week in a row is having a whale of a game for Meaty Bayreuth. He's now got 26 points. Trying to lead the comeback against Sig Strasbourg. Another Canadian, Cassius Robertson, just 24 years of age. Of course, last week against Besiktas, he was unreal with his 3-point shooting. Last week he had 5 of 6 from 3-point range and had 31 points. So a lot of good performances out there tonight. And Jones makes the free throw and gets it back to an 11-point game. And now has a foul been called? Yes, it has, so it turns it back over. And now MHP Riesen with yet another opportunity. Jones. And great defense by Cole. Takes it away. And flying in is Nichols for the layup. So that was an opportunity that went by the wayside. Patrick Young was called for that foul at the other end. And now Best takes a 3 and is fouled by Cole. And now a technical foul has been called on Cole for complaining. Well, Aaron Best was the one that was fouled, but they're going to allow, I think Crawford's going to take the technical free throw first. And a little bit of delay here. Here it is again. Best takes it, and Cole gets the hand up. So the free throw coming here for Crawford. I think they were looking to see that he was taking a three is what it was. Ah, boy. How does that happen? Get a technical. You go out there, put a good free throw shooter on the line, and he misses the free throw. So this is a potential 4-point trip down the floor for MHP Riesen. They've already missed one free throw. Crawford, an 75% shooter. Best, a 90% shooter. That's what I mean. I think I might have had him shooting the free throw. The technical free throw. I don't know. He's made two, and he's looked good on both of them. And he's made all three. And I don't understand why Crawford took the technical. He's made 6 of 8 on the season. Best has made 10 of 11. Anyway. And now Crawford takes it away. He's in the open floor. 3-on-2 break. Best, great drive and scores and gets it back to single digits. Got a game on our hands, folks. Nice hesitation by Best. So 5 quick points for him. Nichols, that was big. That's what you call a run buster. And Crawford goes in. Best with the follow and the rebound, rather, decides not to put it back up. And then the telegraph pass by Woliskowski. And now a foul called on Woliskowski. And that was just unnecessary. Nichols asking for the unsportsmanlike. Watch this. He's off to the races. Is Woliskowski playing the ball here? Well, yeah, it didn't look quite as bad in slow-mo, to be honest. Avellino faithful. The fact that this MHP Riesen team has made a game of it has kind of woken them up. Look at this. So Best not able to get it now. Woliskowski, I don't think there was any chance that he was going to get to the ball. And they're having a look at it, and they will decide. Look, here it is again. Maybe not. Maybe that's not an unsportsmanlike, but I don't know what they're going to call. I really don't. I thought at first it was, and then seeing it right there, I don't think so. One thing's for sure, we're going to get a good look at it again. Here it is. Yeah, that time, my opinion keeps changing. That time, I think he did commit an unsportsmanlike, because he definitely was kind of barging into him. So the rule is no unsportsmanlike. And, well, you know what? The referees, I mean, I was undecided about it, to be honest. And the referees had a good look at it and decided no. So you have to tip your hat to Woliskowski for hustling back after telegraphing the pass and committing the turnover. Nichols fouled as he puts it up by Jones. Martin fouled out on the perimeter by Green. So free throws coming now for MHP Riesen. This game kind of plodding along. First one is good. MHP Riesen's free throw shooting getting a little bit better as the game goes along. It wasn't helping him early on. Klassen's going to come back into the game. 12 points, the difference. And 2 shots. Referee's blowing their whistle a lot right now. And Woliskowski had his hands on the back of Cole. So Cole will go to the line. I'll tell you what, he lit the league up in the first few weeks of the season, Norris Cole. He was absolutely phenomenal. And misses the free throw. His first one. He had 34 points in his team's first win against Nizhny Novgorod, and then in his third game he had 33 points. And since that time he's had another big game, 22 against Le Mans. Klassen misses, and Cole with the rebound. And Cole does get his share of rebounds as well. There he is in the right corner, and MHP Riesen not able to save it from going out of bounds. We got 13 minutes to go. And Patrick Young back in the game. Fioy coming back in for Coach Vujanic. And Woliskowski takes a seat. Good defense by Klassen to deny Sykes. And pulling up for the jumper, Martin on the break. Martin has 11, and the Avellino lead is now 11. And Sykes fouled number 4 on Best. Just don't reach. Yeah, that's a good call. He just grabbed him on the arm. Easy call for the ref. And Best has to take a seat. Sykes misses. Frustration for Best as he has to sit down. He goes to the bench with 8 points, 2 of 3 from the floor. He's hit his only 3. He's got a steal as well. That was an unusual throw in from Crawford. So back to a 12-point game after the 1 of 2 effort from Sykes. Jones. Klassen goes up with the left hand. Good rebound, Jones, and the tip in from Klassen. Back to a 10-point game. Klassen is pretty persistent in there. 4 points, just 2 of 9 from the floor. Putting the ball up, nope, and now the rebound, and Crawford goes behind his back to get away from Fioy, and then puts up a reverse layup. Back to an 8-point deficit. Minute and a half to go in the third quarter. Crawford again. And the reach called on Sykes. And that means free throws for Crawford. Well, this has really turned out to be a good quarter for MHP Riesen. Remember, they were down 15 at halftime. They've cut it now to 8. And Vojinic looking for a change, brings in Njae. Crawford misses another free throw. One of 2. Now it's a 7-point game. See if they can continue this run. So Njae fouled a long way from the basket, and that means he's going to take free throws. And the way he shot them tonight, it's not necessarily a bad thing for MHP Riesen. You almost wonder if there was a little bit of strategy involved with that one. He is struggling at the free throw line for sure. He's now 2 of 7. And it worked out to the benefit to put him on the line because MHP Riesen have it back. And Jones drives in, and Klassen once again there, almost for the tap in. But Cole hustles back. Traveling is the call. You can see the motion. Yeah. Well, look at, he takes that and then he stopped. So once again, MHP Riesen with another chance. Avellino kind of have lost their way here in this third quarter. And now Klassen travels. Part of the problem when you give the ball to the big man and let him drive to the basket. Fioy has it. Fioy for 3, good. Back to 10 points, the lead. And the German club will try to hold it for the last shot. Look for Jones to penetrate. There he goes. And he puts it up and in. He's pretty tough on those drives to the basket. And good D from Von Fintel. Nice fight here by MHP Riesen to come back. They look dead and buried, but now they're down by just 10 points. Avellino have a game on their hands. Down by 8 points, 64-56. Both teams with 5 makes from deep. And MHP Riesen getting a lot of their success now at the free throw line, whereas that was a weakness before. And Sidigas Avellino having some issues at the free throw line, shooting just 11 of 21 for the game, and the majority of those misses coming from Hamidi Njaye, who has shot 2 of 8 from the line tonight. So they have definitely left the door open here to MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg. Also in Group A tonight, UCAM Murcia had a very tough game. They traveled without Milton Doyle and Ovi Soko, but they managed to hold off Ventspils in Latvia 67-61. Ventspils playing shorthanded with players out injured and sick. And yesterday in Group A, MSB Le Mans won 85-71 over Banvit. Banvit having a tough season. Still in the running for the playoffs in the Basketball Champions League, but overall they're having a nightmare. And the other Group A game was Nizhny Novgorod winning 86-62 over Anvil. So Nizhny Novgorod all of a sudden becoming a real factor in the regular season. And some of the games that they've played, when you watch them play well, you think to yourselves, this is a team that can do some damage. So look out for Nizhny Novgorod. Now Jones, his shot was blocked, and then the ball goes off of Klassen. I would say Jones is so explosive, I would almost be tempted to spread the court and let him go hard to the basket and see what he can get, as opposed to settling for a jump shot. But what do I know? Von Fintel with the rebound. Crawford, Von Fintel for 3. Cole for 3. Fioy with the rebound. And foul before the shot. Probably give that as a shooting foul to Cole in the league where he used to play, the NBA. In fact, they are going to give it to him. I thought he was waving it off. First one is good from Cole. And the second one is good. Polskowski back. rebound now. Cole pulls up. And Martin takes a long shot. The ball goes out of bounds and back over to the hosts, who've gone back in front by 12 points. Cole with that last shot now is equal with Caleb Green. They both have 13 points. Nichols has 12 points. Cole is, you know, not far off from triple-double territory. Well, I guess he needs a few more assists. Here he is putting up a 3. He's got 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. Somebody get the message down to the Avellino bench. And Martin forced that one up. MHP Riesen becoming a little more impatient. Fioy. Shot clock winding down. Puts it up. Ball is blocked out of bounds with 2 seconds on the shot clock. So MHP Riesen called timeout. And you wonder about calling a timeout with 2 seconds. Now this is gonna, well, I'm sure they already had a play in mind that they were going to call Sidigas with 2 seconds, but.
Yep, they're going to lob it up here. You got to be physical, got to be ready. Wings, 4 guys, be ready for that. Also, when he flies out here, be ready to.
Let's have
cover for you, but you got to jump. Whoever's chasing, got to jump back. Guys, we got to get a good shot. We're going a little too fast. One a little too fast.
Let's have Patrick here. Let's have Caleb here. Let's have Ariel Norris. Okay? So this, okay, drop down. Look for Norris here. Look for Ariel here for the shot.
And I'll slip. I'll slip.
And Pat, you slip.
Yeah, I'll slip.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's go.
We go.
Okay, you heard the play. Let's see if they can call it off or pull it off. And the inbound to Fioy, and he almost was fouled while attempting that shot. Now Crawford over to Woliskowski. And Derkley commits the foul, the captain on Crawford. First foul on Avellino here in the 4th quarter. Alley-oop pass. Oh, the dog from Aaron Best. That one called Avellino napping, and Best showing he's got some hops. Derkley for 3, short. Look at this, Best going up with 2 hands. And the answer there for Avellino. Bonfantel, good. Back to 9. That was Green with that last basket for Avellino, but now Von Fantel strikes from long range. Cole, 5 on the shot clock, goes off one leg. Crawford, just great speed, went past Young. Now the turnover, and Crawford has it again, goes behind his back. Oh, it gets rejected by Fioy, and Fioy helps him up. Good sportsmanship. Crawford's going to inbound it. 9 points to deficit. Pass to Clausen. Gives it back to Crawford. Ooh. Tough shot, and he banks it in. Martin makes a deposit from long range. The bank is open late in Avellino. 6 points, the deficit. They haven't been this close in a long time. Green over to Cole. Fioy steps into it, an open three, gets it right back. And Jordan Crawford gets swatted out of bounds by Njaye. And he was almost back, still out of bounds. He almost came back in bounds too late, Crawford, because he took that pass. I bet if you look back at it again, that would be very close. And the Avellino bench was certainly complaining. Traveling the call on Cole. Didn't see it, to be honest. One time Crawford misses from deep. Good effort by Martin to bat it out of bounds, or out on the perimeter to Jones. And the rejection. Big time swat by Avellino. I think it was Njaye. Now that miss, perhaps a shot taken too early. Jones gets it back, puts it up and in. Got to wonder about the decision making that time by Avellino to rush up the three. Jones now with 8 points, and it's back to a 5-point game with 3 minutes remaining. Now the pass to Njaye. Oh, and he missed it. He was fouled by Klassen. And this theme that it's better to put Njaye on the line than to let him score with a field goal is valid. You'd rather see him earn his points right there at the charity stripe. So that was definitely an Njaye block at the other end, and now here he is with a chance, and he just can't buy a free throw tonight. He's having an absolute nightmare at the charity stripe. Two of 9 at the free throw line. Njaye makes the second. Takes it back up to a 6-point advantage. Crawford. Bounce pass. And Best. Oh, called for the travel. Here it is again. Look. And possession goes back to Avellino. And Green fouled by Jones this time. Avellino haven't played their best basketball in the second half, but still got the lead. And now the ball turns back over to MHP Riesen with 2.5 minutes to go. Crawford, he puts it up for 3. Good! It's a 3-point game. Avellino have not put this team away, and they have come back to within 3 points. Fioy for 3. And Chapman back in the game, gets the rebound. Unbelievable. I mean, they were getting their doors blown off. And here they are, trailing by just 3 points. Chapman's going to take a 3, and he ties it! Goodness me, where has this come from? They have trailed by 20 points, and MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg have stormed back to tie the game. All the momentum right now with the German club, but can they finish off? Can they finish the comeback?
Dimitris, okay.
See the 3-point shooting, that's been a part of it. They couldn't throw it in the ocean in the first half, but in the second they've made some shots.
And you.
5 screen for the 4, they've got us on the baseline and on the curl. On the 2, switch it, 5-4 switch, it becomes down to.
They've outscored them 48-33 in the second half. They were down 15, so that's the 15-point difference.
Either run heads or pistol, which one you like?
Seeing Chapman put up the 3, you're like, no, don't. Oh, yeah. He made it. Chapman coming off the bench and striking from long range. And it is a drama all across the board in the Basketball Champions League tonight. Ike eking out an 80-76 win over Nürnberg. Bamberg having to go to overtime, but winning against Dijon. Fribourg Olympic edging Opava 77-76. Ostend have just edged Virtus Bologna, probably the shock of the night, 77-76. And now Avellino trying to hold on. And they have fouled Njaye, and he's gone up and dunked it. So he will go to the line for a 3-point play. He says, enough of this. And finally makes the three-point play, or the free throw. So it's back to a three-point lead. Crawford, Chapman, open, has the shot blocked. I think it was Green. No, it wasn't Green. It was Njae with another block. So the man who's contributed to Avellino's woes at the line has also come out and made some big plays here. And now Green strikes from long range. And just like that, Avellino have gone back in front by 6 points. And I'll tell you what, there was some contact after that shot.
Don't overhelp. They got a bunch of shooters in there, and you can foul and jive. You got to stay physical with them. Look, we're running pistol. We're running pistol.
Oh, hey. Let's stay in a fist down, okay? Stay in a fist down. Just huh? Stay in a fist down, but let's reverse from the corner. Rotation. Full rotation. Full rotation.
Let's go, guys!
Let's go!
Need this thing, guys! Let's go!
You can see there that, I mean, Green, I tell you what, if he'd gone down, he might have gotten the call for a potential 4-point play, but he stayed on his feet. And all credit to him, really. And it's 82-76. Now Crawford. Chapman. Nobody picks. Oh, he gets blocked by Njae. He's just taking over, folks. It's been a difficult night for him in many respects. But here at the end of the game, he's come out and made some humongous plays. Now Cole's pass. Almost a turnover, and traveling is the call on Fioy with 37.4 seconds to go. I'll tell you, Fioy is showing great sportsmanship tonight. Going over there to check on his man. Look at this. He's one of the good guys. Do MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg have any more magic left? Crawford for three. Best with the rebound. Back to Crawford again. No, and the rebound by Green. It looks like Avellino are going to hold on. Fioy has it. Well, what a great finish, folks. But for MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg, the Hamidi Njae three-point play, and then the three-pointer from Green has killed them off. And the shot clock expired, so they've still got 0.4 seconds to go. As you do. So they're going to inbound it again. Well, a great fight really showed by MHP RIESEN. I mean, they clawed their way back from a 20-point deficit to tie the game. But it's been that kind of season for this team from Germany. They haven't had that much luck. They lose it 82-76 at Sidigas Avellino, who avoid an embarrassing collapse and get their 6th win of the season to solidify their standing here in Group A. So Sidigas Avellino will move into 2nd place behind UCAM Murcia, and MHP RIESEN Ludwigsburg fall to 2-7, and they are right at the bottom And NJA there showing some emotion, some passion at the end of the game. He played great at the end. He just had a really tough time at the line tonight. But when it was all said and done, he finished with 10 points, 4 blocks, 3 rebounds, and 4 of 11 at the free throw line. So these are the numbers. And 24 assists to Avellino, 12 for MHP Riesen. 8 steals, though, for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, which showed that tremendous fight coming back. Crawford with the 27 points. He really couldn't have done much more tonight. Also had the 6 assists. And lots of applause here by these fans that have shown up to support the team tonight. Green, 18 points, 15 for Cole, 12 for Nichols. And here's the highlights. So a lot of drama on game day 9 here in Avellino. They go up by 20 points. They look like they're in control, but then MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg come storming back. They never give up, and they just played their hearts out and came back to tie it. And it looked like they might even win it, but Hamadi Njae scored with a big 3-point play late, and then Caleb Green killed him off with the late 3-pointer. Jordan Crawford and MHP Riesen had a couple of looks there at the end. They didn't score, and then they elected not to foul at the end. So here's Crawford again. Jones had some big moments tonight. You know, these are the types of performances for MHP Riesen. You know, you hope that they can build from this, and it helps them in their season the rest of the way, whether it's in the Basketball Champions League or in the domestic league in Germany, because they could have very easily rolled over, and they didn't. They kept going, led by this man, Crawford, who showed a lot of heart tonight. And you just have to keep playing. You never know what might happen at the end if you keep plugging away. That big Chapman 3-pointer tied it up. But this was the big play right here. Watch this. He gets the rebound, and he goes up, he dunks it, he gets the foul, and then he scores with the putback. And then that was the 3-pointer that won it. So that is how it finishes, folks. 82-76. And here are the standings. UCAM Murthy won tonight, so they're 8-1. Sidigas Avellino 6-3. Banvit and Nizhny Novgorod at 5-4. Anvil still in it at 4-5, and Le Mans and Ventspils now 3-6. MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, their hopes of getting in that top 4 fading fast. They are 2-7. So one final time tonight, Sidigas Avellino blow a 20-point lead, but end up winning 82-76 here in Italy over MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. Thanks for watching, everybody.